If the Marvel Cinematic Universe has shown itself to be capable of one thing, that thing is patience. Perfect example, look at how long the Infinity Stone story played out with Thanos for Endgame. No one knows how to leverage speculation and expectations quite like Marvel Studios President Kevin Feige, and now that patience might have actually saved the MCU from a really devastating plot hole related to Spider-Man. What's up, Comic Book Nation? BD here, and I have a theory for you starting in Spider-Man Homecoming and ending in the door for Spidey and the MCU being closed. It's all about Avengers Tower. The New York HQ for Tony Stark and company was sold in Spider-Man Homecoming, so naturally we all thought, Spider-Man, big tall building in New York. Must be Oscorp. And it might have been, but Feige and the Marvel creatives haven't revealed anything just yet. When Avengers Tower was revealed as sold in Homecoming, the knee-jerk reaction from Marvel fans was that Norman Osborn had to be moving in. He's an iconic Spider-Man villain who had already been portrayed in previous incarnations of Spider-Man movies, but not these ones. Spider-Man was thought to be set up for at least a trilogy of films in the MCU to be paired with his trilogy of other appearances in Captain America Civil War, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame. After that Far From Home cliffhanger, which director John Watts promised would have major repercussions, we all thought a third movie was a lock, but the one man who didn't was Kevin Feige. Feige knew that the deal between Disney and Sony had expired with Spider-Man Far From Home, which brings me to the big question of this video. Was Avengers Tower originally planned to be labeled Oscorp? Those plans might not have only been kept for speculation and anticipation, but also for a case where the two movie studios stopped collaborating, which is where we are right now. If Oscorp was seen on a massive building in the New York skyline in the MCU, and then simply never acknowledged again as Sony pulled their wall crawler out of the MCU, it would have been a major plot hole in one of the most impressive establishments of interconnected continuity on the big screen ever. This would have meant Peter Parker's MCU story would continue to be affected by Robert Downey Jr.'s popular Tony Stark character in the third Spider-Man movie, even years after the Iron Man character had stopped appearing in MCU films following his untimely death in Avengers Endgame, seeing as he built Avengers Tower as Stark Tower back in 2012's Avengers movie. The thought probably irks fans who have been rooting for Spider-Man to become more of an individual without so much of an influence from Iron Man, but it actually fits the mold of what we've seen from the MCU version of this character so far. So, did the Marvel creative team carefully hold back the reveal of Avengers Tower's new owner being revealed because they weren't sure if there would be any future involvement of Spider-Man and his characters within the Marvel Cinematic Universe? It certainly seems like a strong possibility. When I asked Feige myself about who bought Avengers Tower, he just told me, I didn't see a sign there yet. Kevin, yeah, no, we didn't either, but I know you know. Come on, just tell us. If Avengers Tower was going to be stamped with Oscorp when Spider-Man seemed to have a future in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it seems there is one satisfying audible that can be called: the Baxter Building. Marvel Studios has now taken complete control of the Fantastic Four characters following Disney's purchase of Fox in 2018. This means their Baxter Building HQ is all but inevitable, with only one thing between fans and seeing it in the MCU's New York skyline: time. Of course, the building can turn out to be anything, really. At the same time, it can turn out to be nothing. Maybe Sony and Disney come to terms down the line and it ends up being Oscorp after all. For now, though, you can't help but wonder if Avengers Tower was originally going to become Oscorp's evil headquarters, and we might never end up seeing it. Who do you think bought Avengers Tower in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Share your thoughts in the comments section or send them my way on Instagram and Twitter at BrandonDavisBD, and head over to Comicbook.com for the latest Marvel updates. I'm BD. I'll see you there.